Hello guys, welcome back to Judo with myself, Sensei Estienne, and Sensei Danny from Judo Club Osaka. We're here today to do your third Mon Judo grading.
What judo are we going to do today?
We're going to go through Mei Mawari Ukemi, Uki Goshi, Kuzure Kesa Gatame, Kuzure Kesa Gatame Escape, Uki Goshi into Kuzure Kesa Gatame.
And we're also learning to tie your belt and a couple of Japanese words that you'll need to know.
Yes. So we're going to start with Mei Mawari Ukemi. That's forward rolling breakfall. We can do this from two positions. The easiest one to start with is squatting down like a frog. So Danny's going to take his strong arm, raise it over his head, and then he's going to swing it down between his knees to the opposite ankle. As he does that, he's going to tuck his head in and look behind, and the momentum will take him over. He extends his arm out, the trailing arm, keeping the palm open to spread out his force. He doesn't want to cross his legs over, keep them wide apart so they don't clash into each other. So from standing this time, he puts his leading arm forward, his leading leg forward. He's going to reach up into the air and swing that arm down. It's guiding the rest of his body. His shoulder makes contact, his head's tucked in, and he keeps this palm open. Hits the floor with a straight arm, not a bent elbow. Lovely.
Okay, next up we're going to go through Uki Goshi, which is a floating hip throw, very similar to O-Goshi, quite a common throw we cover at Judo. We want to start with our standard grips, sleeve grip at that elbow with our weaker hand and our stronger hand on that collar. Less important as we're going to let go with it. We're going to start leading in with that strong foot into the middle. Whereas O-Goshi would come across, we're going to go more central. As we step in, we're going to allow that arm to go around the waist towards that belt, but making sure we don't grip below the belt. The second foot is going to come in, so it allows me to put my hips in the middle of my partner, aiming towards that belt knot, so I can extend at the legs, lift the arm, and throw. So they should sit on that hip bone. So we've got our standard grips. That first step in the middle, arm round the waist, second foot round. Now you should see O-Goshi, we'd be hips across the front. Uki Goshi, we are meeting the middle. Okay, we're there, we can extend to get elevation and then rotate, making sure we keep hold of our partner.
So we're going now through Kuzure Kesa Gatame. That's broken scaffold. Very similar to Kesa Gatame we did in first Mon. But we're adding that Kuzure on the beginning because it's broken. One of the arms is in a different place. And you can see this with other hold downs. When an arm is moved but the majority is the same, they can add Kuzure to the beginning of it to show that it's slightly different. I start sitting down next to my partner, facing towards his head. I'm going to strap his closest arm around my waist like a seatbelt. I put the hand nearest the body, under the furthest arm, elbow to the floor. That's the broken scarf. Now I've got to spread my feet apart in a running leg position and keep my head down near my knee. So now I've got my Kuzure Kesa Gatame on. My partner is going to escape it. He's going to do this by rocking up and down and trying to sit up. Once he gets momentum, he can sit up into his own Kuzure Kesa Gatame. Now, usually if I've got this hold down on strong, he might need a little extra help. So he can lift his knee up, his closest knee, and scoop his arm under it and grip onto my collar. If he grabs all the way up to my collar, he can rock up and down and use the momentum to drag me up to put on his own Kuzure Kesa Gatame.
So we've been through Uki Goshi and Yushiro Kesa Gatame. We're going to put them together into a combination now. So same technique with that sleeve, arm around the waist, hip in. We finish our throw. As our partner lands, we want to drop that knee to the floor and scoop under the arm and sit through into our Kuzure Kesa Gatame. The more competitive players will be a little bit quicker going from that throw into that osakomi. where we can control the landing and go down with them and go straight into our hold down. We don't want to land on our partners, but we want to fall with them, so we land next to them. Same throw and follow them to the floor.
So, Sensei Danny's going to show us how to tie his belt. He's going to hold it from the middle, making sure that it's equal on both sides. He crosses his suit over in front of him, holds it from the middle, passes it around the back, swaps hands, and brings it back round to the front, making sure it's tight. Then he's going to hold one down and tuck the other over, underneath and up through both straps. Then he does it again. He takes the top one, goes over and up, and then pulls it tight, making sure he's ready for judo. Ray? Perfect. So we may need to know some judo words for our third mon. Here we have the dojo, the judo hall. We have a judoka wearing his judo gi. He's tied up his obi. And on the side of the mat, he wears zoris. Another judo word we need to know is randori. That means free practice. When we start our randori, we might hear rei, hajime, mate, rei. So randori, meaning free practice, isn't just about fighting, it's about practicing the techniques that you're working on. It's in a competitive situation, but it doesn't matter in this case whether we win or lose. It's about improving so that we can showcase what we're doing in the competition.
The wording we use in judo is always going to be Japanese because it originates from Japan and it was invented by Jigoro Kano. We should always keep that in mind because you might get asked on your grading test. Excellent. Okay, perfect. Hopefully you've taken on board everything we've been through today and you can go on and do your third Mon grading syllabus. We are getting very close to getting to our yellow belt. If you enjoyed it, leave us a like, comment, subscribe, it'd be very appreciated.
Thank you for watching and see you next time.
From the top, don't let it drop.
Well, at least they can tell us apart now because I'm in blue.
Fun fact, I invented judo.
You're kind of doing this with your legs.
That's how I do a breakfall.
Doing it wrong.
No, I'm not. A floating hip throw. Major hip, we're going to use less. This is a lot of hips.
Let's check the video. Mate, por favor.
Good. Let's go. Cut.
From Judo Club Osaka. Come here. Sorry, was that one bad? I didn't realise that was bad.
I'll hold it together.
Sorry.